Hi everybody, and welcome to this relaxing and restorative Yin Yoga class. Now come and join me on the mat. All you need today is your yoga mat, and I'm going to be showing you how you can use a cushion to make it even more relaxing. This is perfect for all abilities, so don't be shy, come along. And today's class is really going to help you release lots of tension from our bodies, but also from our minds. And we're going to have that time for us to just feel nice and grounded, nice and safe and relaxed, and just really take a step back from what's going on around us. Now, obviously, this month on my channel is dedicated to January wellbeing and helping you start the year prioritizing your wellbeing. And I know this can be really difficult when we have so much going on. So Yin Yoga is the perfect way to just have that time for you, check in with your body and mind, and just really surrender and enjoy. So this is going to be such a lovely class today. I'm joining you from the beautiful Ubud in Bali. Again, you can probably hear all the crickets, and I don't actually know what might join me while I'm on the mat, so if you hear me scream, it's probably a creepy crawly coming to get me. But yes, what I would like you to do now is put on some relaxing music, whatever makes you feel calm and peaceful. Light those candles, shut the doors, let anybody that you live with know that this is your time for you, so you're going to be undisturbed for the next 30 minutes or so. And yeah, let's do this together. I love Yin Yoga and I can't wait to bring this to you. So we're actually going to start today in a seated position. If you have trouble sitting in a cross-legged position, which I know a lot of women do because we hold a lot of tension in our hips. Physical, yes, but also emotional. So what you can do here is you can actually prop yourself onto a cushion. I wanted to say as well, actually, this class is perfect if you're a woman maybe going through her time of the month or leading up to that and a feeling, that lovely feeling of irritability and feeling a bit out of control with your emotions. That's okay. Just embrace that, and this is going to be all the natural medicine you need to feel nice and calm and balanced and nice and grounded. If you're someone recovering from an injury, this is also going to be perfect for you. So everybody, welcome to this class. Okay, so in that seated position, I want you to think about your posture. So feeling both your sit bones connected to the ground evenly, lengthening through the spine and allowing your shoulders to completely relax. Sit. Imagine someone's pulling you up from the back of your head, so you've got a nice tall neck. That's it. And we're going to place our hands down onto our knees so we feel nice and grounded. And when you're ready, just resting your eyes, and we're going to come into the body by taking a deep breath, drawing it up from the root chakra, which is in the hips at the base of the spine. Take a deep breath in through the nose, slight hold at the top, and then a big heavy sigh to release, feeling those shoulders completely relaxed and keeping that spine nice and tall. And again, deep breath in, draw the breath up from the floor and hold it at the top. And then as you exhale, feel the shoulders and feel everything just fall nice and heavy into the ground. And any outer thoughts just disappearing from your mind. And again, one more deep breath in. And really releasing that sigh. The more noise we make on that sigh, scientifically it proves that we release more tension and stress. And now just settle your breath into its natural rhythm. And as we move through today's class, it is so easy for the mind to wander, and that is okay. It doesn't mean you're not going to get the benefits of this class. Just allow thoughts to come in and send them away with an exhale. You can come back to them later, but really focusing on your breath will bring you back onto your mat and just away from any outer thoughts. And if you're still struggling, then you can think of something you're grateful for today, or maybe focusing on just letting go with every breath. Finding an anchor is so important when we do have those busy thoughts racing, which is completely normal, so you're not alone there. So with that in mind, just take a full body scan in your mind, starting from the top of your head, working your way down through the body as you breathe, right to the ends of your toes, and just acknowledging without any judgment any areas of the body that might be feeling a bit tense, a bit sore, a bit stiff. And whether that's, maybe emotional tension, physical tension, whatever it is, just acknowledging it, and we can really bring some deep relaxation to these areas, and you'll feel the difference by the end of this class. Good, so set yourself a little intention before we open our eyes and begin, whether that's you want to feel relaxed, whether you want to feel calm, whether you want to re-energize. When we release the body of tension, we actually get more energy. And same when we release the mind of tension. The mind and the body are so in sync. So when one's tense, you feel it in the other. And that's why people, say, oh my gosh, my body is so tight, but I haven't really done any exercise, I don't understand. It's normally because they're very, very stressed. And if you think about it, when you're stressed, your whole body is tense. And especially in the winter when we're cold, we do tend to tense the body. So setting yourself an intention, and when you're ready, gently fluttering open your eyes. And we're going to begin keeping that spine long and just dropping the right ear over to the right shoulder, being mindful of keeping that left shoulder down and the spine nice and tall. That's it. Now the head is the heaviest part of the body, so really allow it to just fall down over to that right side, and send your breath down into that left side. When we visualize where we want that breath to go, we can help the body relax as we exhale. See if you can let that head fall a little bit deeper. If you want to make it more intense, just use your hand to guide it down, keeping that left shoulder down. That's it. And obviously our head is so heavy that our necks do so much work to keep the head up every day. So that's why this is so good for us. And it probably feels a little bit tight, but that's okay. This is a stretch you can start to introduce daily if you're sat or stood for long periods of time. Good. Rolling your chin down into the center of your chest, keeping the shoulders down, feeling that nice stretch running up into your upper back and shoulders, and then slowly drifting the left ear over to the left shoulder, this time keeping the right shoulder down. And as you exhale, breathing into that right side. That's it. And already you'll notice how much calmer the body feels. What we want to do throughout the class is really focus on deep, slow, restorative breath. And with every exhale, visualizing where we feel the tension, and as we exhale, send it away. Allow your body to relax a little bit deeper. We don't want to hold the breath ever when we stretch. We want to let it go, and that allows our body to just release. Good. Rolling the chin down onto the chest again, and this time you're going to interlace your fingers, place them on the back of your head, and allow your chin to tuck into your chest, your shoulders to fall heavy. Really feel that lovely stretch, keeping the spine long. It's so tempting to fall into the lower back, but we want to lengthen. That's it, and you'll feel that stretch intensify the more you relax. Crown of the head forward. Good. Keep breathing, feeling that rise and fall in your chest, and then slowly releasing your hands and lifting your head up to the center. Good. Just start to roll those shoulders up, back and down. Up as you inhale and down as you exhale, and start to feel a nice opening in the chest. And already you will notice that so much tension has just left that upper body, and it feels so good. So imagine by the end of this class, when we've done the entire body, how much more relaxed you're going to feel. It's going to make you more productive. You're going to show up better for your loved ones. You're going to have more patience. And yeah, it's just amazing for you. Good. Release those shoulders and take your hands out to the side. Now I'm going to remove my cushion, but you're more than welcome to keep it there if you need to. And placing both my hands to the side, I'm going to inhale, lift my left arm, and as I exhale, fold into that right elbow. Being mindful not to take the left hip with me, keeping it down, and being mindful to not curve forward, keeping, that's it, shoulders square, And you'll feel a nice stretch running from your left hip all the way up the left side of the body and relaxing your head over to the right. This really feels so good, especially if you are someone that sits down at a desk for long periods of time. And we really, as we inhale, we want to feel the expansion of the left rib cage. And as we exhale, feel everything fall over to the right side. And not only is this doing a lot of good externally, but internally we're waking up those digestive organs and getting the blood flowing through the body. Good, really reaching that left arm as if someone's pulling you over to the right. And then let's slowly take it up and over to the other side. That's it. One side will probably feel easier than the other. The body's very uneven and every day is different. So just take it every day as it comes. If you want to intensify this, you can look up towards your arm, keeping that right hip grounded, really breathing into that space on the right side, feeling it lengthen. And you can see already, probably in this position, why you actually get more energy after a yin yoga class, because even though it's relaxing, we're stretching the body, we're releasing tension. We hold tension in our body, stress, trauma. So by stretching it out and moving it around, we can release it. Good, and this doesn't have to be recent stress. This can be past stress that's stayed in your body. So that's why stretching religiously as much as we can is so, so good for us. So that's it, bring yourself back to the center. And then I'm gonna turn to the side. That's it, and I'm gonna tuck my legs underneath me and come into a tabletop position. That's it, good. Now in this tabletop position, hands under the shoulders, that's it, knees and toes parallel. I just want to stretch out the wrists a little bit because we hold a lot of tension in our wrists. So just gently making circles on your wrists. If you struggle with tension in your wrists or maybe arthritis, just pop a little folded blanket underneath and that's going to help you just take the pressure off. That's it. We can get our hips involved here as well, and the spine and the shoulders. Just really whatever feels good for you. And then we're going into our child pose. And I say with child pose, if you can only do one stretch every day, this is the one you want to do because it's amazing for your whole body, for your mind. It's so grounding. It's just brilliant. So for this child pose, we're going to have our toes together, our knees nice and wide, and you can pop a cushion on top of your heels and sort of in the gap where your legs are there if your hips feel extra tight. We want to walk our hands away from us, take a deep breath in as we look up towards the sky, arching the spine. And then as we exhale, we're sinking the hips either down to your cushion or onto your heels. And we're releasing our forehead down to the mat and letting our arms reach as far away from us as we can. And then relaxing the elbows. So we're really visualizing the body here, just melting into the ground. You want to get nice and comfortable because we're going to stay here for a few moments. So you might want to slightly widen your knees, and if you want to go deeper, you can actually remove the cushion away from you. If you want to take the stretch more under your arms, you can place the cushion away from you and put your hands there, and that just intensifies. So get nice and comfortable here, breathing into the back. So as you inhale, feel your rib cage expand. And as you exhale, feel your hips sinking down, releasing any tension. This one's amazing if it is your time of the month, ladies, to really help everything flow and to just release the tension in our body. We're going to do some gentle twists in a moment, which will really help as well with stomach cramps. But this one is so grounding as well. If you want to feel even more grounded, bring your hands by your sides, palms facing up, and just really closing down the eyes, focusing on that breath. And if you're really feeling overwhelmed and stressed, a great way to feel even more grounded is every part of your body that's touching the floor. So your forehead, your shoulders, your hips, your feet, your arms. Imagine roots coming down into the earth, and it just really helps you feel grounded and stable and calm. So that's a really nice visualization you can do here, as well if your mind starts wandering. Good, breathing into that space, and by now you can probably feel the body is starting to just release and relax and letting go of what no longer serves us, so any tension, and it feels so nice. This is great for your lower back, your hips, your arms, your entire body, the mind. You can really check in with how you feel. When we do yoga, it's a really good time to check in with how we're feeling, because you know, the body and the mind are so in sync, and we live these busy lives. So actually taking that time and asking yourself, how am I feeling today, is so important. That's it. And we're going to slowly come out of this one. So you want to just slide your hands back towards your feet. That's it. And come back into that tabletop position. We're going to tuck the toes, lift the knees, that's it, and send the hips up into a downward dog, keeping those knees bent for now. That's it. And just start to wiggle those hips side to side, really working into the sides of the body. And then we're going to start to walk the feet out one at a time. That's it. Feeling that nice awakening down the back of the legs. And as you make sure the shoulders come down away from the ears, we're really lengthening the spine. So the hips are the top of that V. That's it. Good. Now let's take a little hold here. So allowing both your heels to melt down and your shoulders to pull away from your ears, and just closing down your eyes and taking a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, let the shoulders fall down away from the ears and allow your heels to just melt into the earth, and feel that lovely release down your back and your legs into your heels. Good. And again, deep breath in. Exhale, see if you can lift the hips a little bit taller. And one more time, deep breath in. Exhale, relax those heels, and then bending your knees, you're going to walk your feet towards your hands. That's it. And you're going to sink the hips down and come into a seated position with your legs out in front of you. So let's go a little bit deeper into the back of those legs, and we're going to get into the base of the spine, which is often quite a hard place to stretch out. So this is going to be a really good one, a seated forward fold. Now, when we did that downward dog just then, if the back of your legs felt quite tight, you just want to open your legs about hip width apart. That's it. And what we want to do here is get a nice tall spine to begin with, so we make sure we're folding from the hips rather than the lower back. So if you need to, you can obviously elevate yourself with a cushion or a blanket or a block and open the legs. So we've got nice straight legs and a nice straight spine. That's it. You can also place a cushion on top of your thigh to help you relax and get nice and comfortable here. We're going to take a deep breath in, rise those arms up, keeping the shoulders down. And then flexing the toes, pushing the back of the knees into the floor. As we exhale, imagine someone's pulling you up and then over your legs. And you're going to just relax your body forward. If you're using a cushion, every time you exhale, feel your upper body falling into the cushion. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, just take the cushion away and visualize your head going either over your legs or between your legs, depending how far apart your legs are. It's more intense when we bring our legs together. Good. And try not to hold the breath here and really hold everything tight. We want to just let it go. So if your knees naturally bend, that's okay. Take a little sway side to side. Just help your body relax, and you feel that nice release in your lower back. And if you drop your head, you also feel that stretch go into the upper back as well, and your shoulders. And when you can, finding stillness, closing down the eyes as you inhale, flexing the toes, pressing the knees into the ground, and then feel your body with every exhale just falling forward, going a little bit deeper if you can. Whatever feels good for you. This is your class today, nobody else's, and every day your body will feel different. So just taking it one day at a time. That's it. Nice deep breath. You can use those heavy sighs if you like, and if your mind is starting to think about all the things you're doing for the rest of the day, just come back to your anchor, whether that's something you're grateful for, whether that's your breath, whatever it is, or maybe your intention for the class. How do you want to feel at the end? And that will bring you back into the moment. Good. When you're ready, slowly rolling your body up. That's it. And lengthening the spine. We can take a nice big stretch here with the arms and just wiggle out those legs. Good. Now I'm going to come into the center of my mat so I can stretch my legs out. And I'm going to slowly roll down through the spine, taking it nice and slowly. That's it. Controlling down. And when I get there, I'm going to take a big stretch with my arms. Imagine someone's pulling my fingers and toes as I inhale. And then as I exhale, I'm going to give myself a nice big hug, wrapping my arms around my legs and lifting my head off the floor. Giving yourself a nice little squeeze. Good. Little rock here, side to side, just to release the lower back. And then slowly relaxing my head down. Good. Now I'm going to keep my right leg in and let my left leg just fall away to the floor. And I'm going to start by just circling my right knee really slowly, feeling a nice release in my hips, keeping my left hip grounded on the floor. That's it. In both directions here, outwards and inwards. And then I'm going to use my left hand as I inhale. And as I exhale, I'm going to take with the left hand, guide that right knee over to my left. Now I can either guide it all the way to the floor, or I can place a block or a cushion or a blanket underneath just to make it more comfortable. Whatever feels good, but what we don't want to do is hold the tension. We want to let go of the toes and let it just fall naturally. So using that left hand to guide it down. And my right arm can either come into a cactus, which is a right angle pressing into the ground, or I can stretch it away from me. That's it. And you can look over your right shoulder if you want to make it more intense. But what we want to do here is breathe into that right side. And not only is this doing good for our backs and our hips, but also internally we're helping the digestive system. We're also boosting the immune system because we're stopping that blood supply for a short moment. And then when we untwist, we get a fresh blood supply, which will detoxify the body and boost the immune system. If you're doing this and it's your time of the month, just be really gentle. You might want to make it less intense by using both knees at the same time over to the left. Whatever feels good for you, just listen to your body. We're going to spend a few moments here really focusing on breathing into that right side as we inhale. And as we exhale, letting go of the toes, the fingers, the shoulders, the rib cage, the back of your head, just letting everything go. And like I said in that child pose, you can always visualize those roots pulling you down into the earth if you need to feel a little bit more grounded. Good. When you're ready to come out of this one, just slowly bring your head back to the center. Using your right arm, collect your right knee. Give it another squeeze into the chest, rocking it out and inwards. And then slowly allowing it to relax down. Taking that nice big stretch just to recenter the body. And then as we exhale, hugging that left knee in this time. And just start by circling it round and out. And then round and inwards. And then we're going to inhale, use the right hand this time. And as we exhale, take it over to the right, whether that's the floor, the yoga block, or the cushion. Send it down. And then either bringing the arm into right angle cactus or stretching it and looking over the left shoulder if it feels comfortable. And then as we exhale, focusing on releasing the body, breathing into that left side. Especially that left shoulder, letting it fall nice and heavy into the ground. And just really let it go. Notice how much calmer and more relaxed your body feels, and also your mind. And you know, if this is your first time practicing yoga and your mind is still really busy, that's okay. It takes so much practice. If you've gone your whole life with over 60,000 thoughts a day and you've never done any form of, mindfulness or yoga to calm that down, it does take time. So please don't give up after the first time. It's so rewarding when you can just think about nothing. Good. Really enjoy this restorative position. And for our final position of today's class, we're going to release the hips and the lower back. And we're going to have some time to just focus on our breath. So when you're ready, looking back to the center, using the left hand to collect the right knee and just rocking it outwards and inwards. That's it. Gently, gently, gently. And then nice and heavily placing the left leg down, taking that nice big stretch as you inhale, flaring the rib cage. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your feet up flat to the floor and allow your knees to relax out to the side in your butterfly position. So this is a really good one for your hips. If it feels too intense, you might just want to slide your feet away to allow more space, especially if it's that time of the month. However, if you want to make it more intense, you can place a cushion under your lower back, and that just releases the lower back a little bit more, allows you to go deep into the shoulders and really opens the hips here. That's it. So get yourself nice and comfortable, making sure the spine is long and the shoulders are down, the head is in line, and then placing one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. We're going to come into a 3-part breath. So as you inhale through your nose, feel the hand on your belly rise. Let that breath travel up your rib cage and into the hand on your heart center. And as you exhale, come down from your heart, through your rib cage and into your belly. Another nice alternative with the cushion is to place it under your head to support your shoulders. That's it. So just visualizing that 3-part breath as it travels up into your heart center. And as you exhale, feel it just disappearing into the ground beneath you. Allow your knees to fall nice and heavy out to the side. And now we've taken our bodies on a relaxing journey. We're going to do the same for our minds. So in your mind, I would like you to visualize your happy place, somewhere that makes you feel calm and relaxed. And just visualize yourself there, looking all around you, looking above you, taking in all the sights and the colors. And then looking down at your feet and noticing your bare feet on the ground. Maybe that's the grass or the sand or even in the sea. Feeling supported. And just knowing while you're in this happy place, there's nowhere else you need to be right now. And just listening out for any sounds. Maybe that's the birds, maybe that's the crickets, or maybe the waves crashing. Noticing any smells. Maybe you can smell fresh cut grass or damp leaves on the ground. Maybe you can smell fish and chips at the seaside. And then, can you touch anything in this happy place? Are you snuggled under a warm blanket? Are your feet wriggling in the sand? Can you feel the waves crashing on you? And just really surrender into this happy place. Good, and I want you to know that while you're here, you can come back whenever you need to. Whether that's first thing in the morning, before you fall asleep at night, or if ever life gets a bit overwhelming and stressful, you can come back to this happy place whenever you need to. And just have that time for you, that time out from the rest of the world. So I want you to take a really slow, deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, send that happy place away from your thoughts and into your memories so you can come back whenever you need to. Good, and just start to wiggle the fingers and toes. Slowly stretch the legs away from you. And just lengthening the spine. Reaching those hands above your head. Taking a nice big stretch. And if that turns into a yawn, let it out as if you're waking up. And then slowly rolling yourself over onto one side, nice and slowly, using your hands under your head to support you, and just allow your body to stay nice and heavy into the ground, focusing on the rise and fall of your chest and your rib cage. Good. You can open your eyes if you like, or keep them closed, and just start to come back into the body, being mindful of what's around you. Good. And then slowly, no rush at all, just making your way up to a seated position. My hair always looks very glamorous after Yin Yoga. That's it. And coming back to that seated position we started with, or just a comfortable seated position of your choice. And this time we're going to turn our palms up onto our knees just to re-energize. And I want you to go back to that full body scan we took at the start and just notice now where the body's at. Has the tension left completely? Is there still some work to be done? How do you feel mentally? Have some of your thoughts slowed down? Have you had time to really acknowledge how you feel or appreciate something in your life? And you know, once you've done this class, rather than rushing back into life and forgetting about everything that you've learned about your body and mind, why not grab a little journal and just write it down so you've got it there to remind yourself. Good, and let's finish today with a nice deep breath in, reaching those arms up towards the sky, palms together at the top, and then bringing them down to your heart center, and just feeling grateful that you've had this time for your well-being, and feeling proud of yourself for taking time out of your busy day. Namaste. Well, I feel so relaxed. That was absolutely gorgeous. Obviously, I'm very lucky I got the sunshine on me, but wherever you are, I hope you really enjoyed that and got whatever you needed out of that. You know, have a little think back about your intention. Did you achieve that? Sometimes you really do learn things about yourself while you're doing a yoga class, so feel free to write those down. And if you have any questions at all, please let me know in the comments. I'm more than happy to chat there or privately on my Instagram. Now, I know January, it can be so tough to get back into the balance of life and taking time for our well-being. So I want to say well done. I know how difficult it can be. And if you are someone that feels like they need that extra support, that accountability, that encouragement, then I do have a free Facebook community that's free to all women. I do 3 wellness sessions live a week that you can watch live and join them with me, or watch them at a time that suits you. But the best thing about my community is the support. We have a supportive group chat. You don't have to join, but I recommend it to everybody because we share our wins of the day, what we're grateful for, motivation. We really do inspire each other, and it just reminds you that we're all going through the same thing, so nothing you're going through, you're not on your own. And yeah, it's just the most loveliest space. And throughout January, each week is a different sort of January challenge, if you like, just to not to overwhelm you. It's just to help you really focus on you and set some wellness goals and habits that are going to last for the whole of this year. So you're more than welcome to check it out. The link is in the description below, as well as where you can find me on other social media. But of course, if you hit the subscribe button, then I'm going to be doing a weekly wellness session on here as well for you to enjoy. So thank you so much for all the love and support. And all the way from Bali to wherever you are today, I hope you have the most beautiful rest of your day. Lots of love. Mwah.